Hello everyone, I'm Tom with Stock Navigators, and this is a market forecast for the week of January 10, 2022. As you can see that the Nasdaq has started a rocky start for the year 2022 with the index positive for consecutive day loss on Friday. In fact, the Nasdaq have been a decline since 8 out of the last 10 trading days. With Friday decline, the composite now pulled back over 5% from its closing value on the December 27. Now, the Fed is start recognize the inflation and speed up the rate hikes, and the jobless claim is raised slightly last week with lack of new jobs and supply issue chain disruption will remain in place. So you can see that the volatility is also picked up, but not panic yet, because with the increased interest rate may be a normal thing for the improving of the economy on the way of recovery. So next week we will focus on the consumer price index, producer price index, and the December retail sales report, so that will give us how economy they're going to perform in the future. Now let's take a look on the chart of the major indices, and then we will go to the sector to see which one is performing well, so that we can have the view for the coming week. So first of all, let's start with the chart of the ES, which is the future for the SB 500. As you can see that the market hit to about the 4800 level, and then since then it pulled back down. So so you can see that every time the market new high, they pull back down, they make up in new high and pull back down. So this is sign of the ending of this move in the future shortly here. So we have to pay a little bit attention on the inflation to see how the Fed they are going to control the inflation. But the overall trend is still bullish at this moment. As you can see that we go up, we pull back down, we go up, we pull back down. As long as the trend is still hold on to those area here and push it back up, we still have a chance for the market to put it up again. So in the short term, you see that the market it will be in the range bound. If we go to detail a lot of stock, you can see that a lot of mega cap stock, they are in the sideways range bound. They are not really going down yet, but they are in the range bound. So that's why you see the market again choppy up and down, up and down. So let's see how the Fed is going to handle the inflation there, and then we go from there. So if you look at the Nasdaq, it also, you can see here, it's very choppy sideways in this range bound here. So let's see next week they'll be able to hold up and put it up again, or they will break below this level. Then that will be a little bit deeper correction. Okay, so let's see how are they doing. So far we can see that they are in the range bound. So watch out for level of support here, and if they go up, watch out for level of resistance there. And if you look at the Dow is still pretty strong. Okay, as you can see that they hold up pretty well, like I informed you since last week, because a lot of oil stock and bank stock, financial stock, they are break level of resistance, and then they hold up very strong. So that helped the Dow it hold up at this level here. And if you look at the Russell 2000, which is small cap stock and mid cap stock, you can see that they are still range bound choppy. Okay, so they are up and down. So right now they are still range bound between the upper bound and the lower bound here. So let's see, they can hold up and push it back up, or they will have to come back and retest the low bound again. So if all the other index they are sideways choppy, and this one still have potential to put it to retest it low here. But if they hold up here and find a way back, that will be a sign of the market can push it higher. If you look at the crude oil is still in the upside, as you can see here. So they push it up last week, they come back down, and then they are able to break the high here and continue to put it to the upside. As long as the momentum is still there, the oil stock still have room to continue to put it up again. So watch out for the gas that you pay at the pump. The price will continue to go up there. If you look at the gold, it's still sideways, as you can see here. They up and down. They still hang tight to the support. Now they up and down here. They are more likely sideways in this roundabout here. So either they hold up and put it higher. They have to test this high. If they break this high, they go higher. Other than that, they are still in the roundabout also. If you look at the Bitcoin, it they coming down, but they get into the strong level of support right now. So if they can hold on to this level of support, they need to bow back up and looking to get up, okay, from this level here. As well as the Ethereum, it also doing the same thing. They are choppy here, but on the bigger time frame, they are at the support level here. Okay, so let's see if they can hold on it and then find a way and break down this downtrend line before they can move it up. So let's take a look on up the 11 sector of the S&P 500 to see what they are doing right now. So let's start with some of the sector, the best sector first. So the XLB, they hit to the all-time high. They have a good time, but the thing again is so expensive. Lumber, metal, and all kind of stuff, but again more expensive. So at some point, people will recognize it too expensive. So they have to come down and pull it back. But over there, it's still bullish. But in the short term, you see that they give up on the top here, and then they pull back down a little bit right now. The communication sector is still in trouble because they try to get back, try to get above the 50-day moving average, couldn't do it, so they continue to fail up here. So as long as it's still below the downtrend line here, it's still sideways choppy in the downside. Another sector, good one, is the consumer stable. With the inflation continue to push it back up, consumer stable is trying to put it back up, but they are a little bit too extended right now. So it depends on next week, if the inflation come down, and then this one can come down. But if inflation continue up, they will hang up to the upside again. But those things are still strong, but always looking forward to buy it on a pullback because a lot of stock there they already too fast. So like McDonald's, Pepsi Cola that we have been mentioned to you for the last couple of weeks, they have a great time to move to the upside. Now they're in the level of expensive right now, so we have to watch out at Coca-Cola. Okay, so all you do right now is just monitor and tie your stop loss on the way up. If they pull back, that's time for you to take profit. And another sector is the consumer discretionary. They fell up when they come back to test the high here, couldn't do it, so now they are pulled back down again. So watch out for this one there in the short-term correction, continue to put it down there. So I have to be careful for that. Another no good one is the healthcare sector. They couldn't make it higher, but they hit the top here, and then the whole week they just continue to drop. So watch out for the support at this level here. But some stock are still doing well in the Dow, like Merck and company. They're doing well. They found a support, and now they try to find a way back up. Johnson, it also very well too. So those Dow stock, they are very strong. They hold up and then put it back up. That's why they keep the Dow Jones in the upper bound there. Okay, so if you look at the another sector, the utility, it's also a strong defense stock. But now they pull back like up there, they still hang on in there. So now let's see they come back and retest. If they fail to continue to go higher, they can roll down. If the inflation, they'll be able to hold up right there. So if you look at the 10-year Treasury note, as you can see here, last week they hit to the upper high here. So they are right into the resistance area here. So let's see, they will continue to put it back up, and then definitely the inflation is still strong there. Okay, but if they give up at this level, then and then that will be a different story. Okay, so let's see what they're going to do next week here. This is important level for us to monitor the inflation level there. And if you look at the volatility index I showed you earlier, so they put it back up, but in the last 2 days they cooled down a little bit. So if this one they pull back down, they will help the technology stock to be able to bottom out and find a way to put it up again. So the two best sector that we see so far last 2 weeks, I mentioned the first one is the energy sector. You can see that extremely strong after being able to break out and continue to push it back up. And you can see that a lot of stuff that I show you for the last couple of weeks, you can see that like CNQ, it's very strong and continue to gain more momentum to the upside. BP, right? This is another one I mentioned, also doing very well. CVX, Chevron, as you can see here, those guys, they make all-time high, breakout base, the big base here, and continue to shoot it up to the upside. And then the second best one is the financial sector here. They are also be able to break out at this level and then continue to push it back up. But you can see here, they make it another push it up, get about the resistance, and pretty strong there with the interest rate, it go higher, like I show you. So the bank stock tend to trade in tandem with the interest rate. So as you can see that the 10-year Treasury note, they reached the intra-month peak right there. So the high rates will help the bank to post the higher profit margin on their lending activity. So the inflation, it also can put the interest rate higher. So that will help the financial sector to move it back up. And you can see that a lot of regional banks, they doing pretty well there. As you can see here, they continue to make it the all-time high and continue to put it up. So that's the sign of a strong comeback for the banking. Like let's say Wells Fargo Bank, as you can see here, pretty strong. Bank America, and continue to break through that level of resistance there. Let's see the SBNY, this one that I show you the last many weeks, and then very strong here to continue to put it up to the upside there. So so let's see how the interest rate they are doing for the next week. So if they continue to go up, the bank stock will go up, but if they are cool down a little bit, then we will have to watch out for all the stock that they continue to make it all-time high there. Another sector, they also doing well, that industrial. So the industrial, they are on the verge of they breaking out. They failed the first time, but they still hold tight there. If they be able to clear this resistance here, and then you can see that this sector will boot up. So if you can look at some of the stock in this sector, it's also doing well, like Catibella. Let's see, they can have momentum to put it back up there. That will help the industrial sector to put it higher. So John Deere, that's another one, they got stuck there, and GE also try to put it back up, and you can see it, a lot of defense stock, it also try to find a way to put it back up on the heavy industrial area there. So if that sector live up, then the XLI can continue to put it higher. All right, so beside these stocks, if you're busy working, you can subscribe to our Watchlist premium watchlist, where we will handpick many stocks daily and analyze it in detail with the entry and target so that you can follow. I hope that you enjoy my analysis. Please don't forget to click the thumb up like button below. Thank you for watching, and good luck in your trading next week. I will see you during the week. Take care, everyone.